Hi everyone, I'm going to show you today how you can create a contents page using Microsoft Word. This is going to be extremely important for any of the assignments you're doing that are in a report format, or if you want to use it to help, that's my cat in the background, or if you want to use it to help organise your notes, or anything where you think you want to section things off. So first of all, get a blank document open with Microsoft Word, and you will have something like this up here that will have the title, heading 1 and heading 2. Those are the three that I'm going to be showing you today. So title, you could have the name of the assignment. So we're going to call this assignment 1, for example. Then when you go to a new page, which you can do by usually clicking Control and Enter. If you have a MacBook, it will be Command and Enter. Lovely. Then we're going to choose heading 1. And let's say this is our introduction. So we're going to write our lovely introduction in there. And then we know on the next page, we're going to have another section. Again, using heading 1. And we could call this part 1. Fantastic. Now, if there is a subsection to part 1, we're going to use heading 2, where we will just choose anywhere after part 1, click heading 2, and then name it. So it could be called part 1A, for example. So at the moment, we've got an introduction, part 1, part 1A, and then we're going to put part 2 in there. We could do a part 2A, and using heading 2 again, part 2B. Lovely. Then we can put in our final heading, which could be a conclusion. And then next, you've got a reference list. Now, all of your assignments should have a reference list at the end. If you don't have the reference list at the end of an assignment, make sure that it's been spoken about with your tutor or your lecturer for that unit, as you should usually always be putting in references for any material you've used. So if I now scroll all the way back to the top, I've got my title page, and I can either have my contents page here, or again, select a new page before we get to the introduction, where I can insert a contents page. Now, the way you want to do that is by going to, I believe it's references, and you can see here, table of contents. So we're just going to choose the classic one. You can obviously play around with whatever one you want. And then here we have every section that we have put in with using our heading 1 and heading 2. If you press Control or Command on a Mac and hover over the places, it comes up with our lovely little arrow that allows us to click on that section, and it will take us there straight away. So again, this is something really useful for when you are submitting an assignment that is going to have different sections and subheadings. It's great for organising your work and your notes, and gives you kind of easy access to all the different sections, especially if it's quite a large assignment. So I hope this helps you to structure your work a little bit better. Now this is missing our lovely heading, where we expect to see your name, student number, and the course that you're on. And then you can even go in and put the unit that it is that you're submitting. If you want to add page numbers, go to the footer, page numbers, there we go. And so it's going to go on the bottom page on the right. Lovely. So there's page 2. Okay. So this is just an example of one of the ways that you can structure your assignments. And I would suggest doing it like this before you've actually put any information onto your page, so that you can have a good structure and plan as you go along.